What if I just went ahead and did the next episode? What if I just did the next episode, Diablo? Should I do that? Oh yeah, I'm having Bible time! Yeah, that was great. Yeah, stick around. Today we're in John 5:6. Then Job replied, "If only my anguish could be weighed and all my misery be placed on scales, it would surely outweigh the sands of the sea. No wonder my words have been impetuous. The arrows of the Almighty One are in me. My spirits drink in their poison. God's terrors are marshaled against me. Does a wild donkey bray when it has grass, or an oxen below when it is tasteless food eaten without salt, or is there flavor in the sap of a mallow? I refuse to touch it. Such food makes me ill. Oh, that I might have my request, that God would grant what I hope for, that God would be willing to crush me, to let loose his hand and cut off my life. Then I would have this consolation, my joy in unrelenting pain, that I have not denied the words of the Holy One. What strength do I have that I should still hope? What prospects that I should be patient? Do I have strength of stone? Is my flesh bronze? Do I have any power to help myself now that success has been driven from me? Anyone who withholds kindness from a friend forsakes the Almighty. For my brothers are as undependable as intermittent streams, as the streams that overflow when darkened by thawing ice and swollen with melting snow, but that stop flowing in the dry season and in the heat vanish from their channels. Caravans turn aside from their routes and go off into the wasteland and perish. The caravans of Tema look for water. The traveling merchants of the Seba look and hope. They are distressed because they have been confident. They arrived there only to be disappointed. Now you too have proved to be of no help. You see something dreadful and are afraid. Have I ever said, give something on my behalf? Pay a ransom for me from your wealth. Deliver me from the hand of my enemy. Rescue me from the clutches of the ruthless. Teach me, and I will be quiet. Show me where I have been wrong. How painful are honest words. But what do your arguments prove? Do you mean to correct what I say, or treat my desperate words as wind? You would even cast lots for the fatherless and barter away your friend. But now, be so kind as to look at me. Would I lie to your face? Relent. Do not be unjust. Reconsider, for my integrity is at stake. Is there any wickedness on my limbs? Can my mouth not discern malice? 7. Do not mortals have hard service on earth, and not their day like those of hired laborers, like a slave lodging for the evening shadows, or a hired laborer waiting to be paid? So I have been allotted months of futility, and nights of misery have been assigned to me. When I lie down, I think, how long before I get up? The night drags on, and I toss and turn until dawn. My body is clothed with worms and scabs. My skin is broken and festering. My days are swifter than a weaver's shuttle, and they come to an end without hope. Remember, O God, that my life is but a breath. My eyes will never see happiness again. The eye that now sees me will see no longer. You will look for me, but I will be no more. As a cloud vanishes and is gone, so one who goes down to the grave and does not return, he will never come to his house again. His place will know him no more. Therefore, I will not keep silent. I will speak out in anguish of my spirit. I will complain in the bitterness of my soul. Am I the sea or a monster of the deep that you have to put me under guard? When I think my bed will comfort me and my couch will ease my complaint, even when you frighten me with dreams and terrify me with visions, so that I prefer strangling and death rather than this body of mine. I despise my life. I would not live forever. Let me alone. My days have no meaning. What is mankind that you make so much of them, that you give them so much attention, that you examine them every morning and test them in every moment? You will never look away from me or let me alone even for an instant. If I have sinned, what have I done to you? You who sees everything that we do. Why have you made me your target? Have I become a burden to you? Why do you not pardon my offenses and forgive my sins? For I will soon lie down in the dust. You will search for me, but I will be no more. Bildad. Then Bildad, the shit-hat, replied, how long will you say such things? Your words are a blustering wind. Does God pervert justice? Does the Almighty pervert what is right? When your children sinned against him, he gave them over to a penalty of their sins. But if you will seek God earnestly and plead with the Almighty, if you are pure and upright, even now He will rouse himself on your behalf and restore you to your prosperous state. Your beginnings will seem humble, so prosperous will your future be. Ask the former generation and find out what their ancestors learned, for we were born only yesterday and know nothing. And our days on earth are but a shadow. Will you not insist? Will they not instruct you and tell you? Will they not bring forth words from their understanding? Can Papias grow tall where there is no marsh? Can reeds thrive without water while still growing and uncut? They wither more quickly than grass. Such is the destiny of all who forget God. So perishes their hope. Of the godless, what they trust in is fragile. What they rely on is a spider's web. Before Spider-Man. Before Spider-Man, this was written. They lean on the web, but it gives way. They cling to it, but it doesn't hold. They are like a well-watered plant in the sunshine, spreading its shoots over the garden. It entwines its roots around a pile of rocks and looks for a place amongst the stones, but when it is torn away from its spot, and the place disowns it and says, I never saw you, surely its life withers away. And from the soil, other plants grow. Surely, God does not reject one who is blameless or strengthen the hands of evildoers. Will he yet fill your mouth with laughter, in your lips with shouts of joy? Your enemies will be clothed in shame, and the tents of the wicked will be no more. Then Job replied, indeed, Then Job replied, indeed, I know that this is true, but how can mere mortals prove their innocence before God? Though they wished to dispute with him, they could not answer him one time out of 1,000. His wisdom is profound. His power is vast. Who has resisted him and come out unscathed? He has moved mountains without their knowing it and overturns them in his anger. He shakes the earth from its place and makes its pillars tremble. He speaks to the sun, and it does not shine. Damn. He seals off the light of the stars. He alone stretches out the heavens and threads on the waves of the sea. He is the maker of the bear of Orion. Pleiades? The Pleiades. And their constellations of the south. He performs wonders that cannot be fathomed, miracles that cannot be counted. When he passes me, I cannot see him. When he goes by, I can't perceive him. If he snatches it away, who can stop him? What can say to him, "What are you doing?" God does not restrain his anger. Even the cohorts of Rahab cowered at his feet. Then how can I dispute with him? How can I find words to argue with him? Though I were innocent, I could not answer him. I could only plead with my judge for mercy. Even if I summoned him and he responded, I do not believe he would give me a hearing. He would crush me with a storm and multiply my wounds for no reason. He would not let me catch my breath, but would overwhelm me with misery. If it is a master of strength, he is almighty. And if it is a matter of justice, who can challenge him? Even if I were innocent, my mouth would not condemn me. If I were blameless, it would pronounce me as guilty. Although I am blameless, I have no concern for my life. I despise my own life. It is all the same. That is why I say he destroys both the blameless and the wicked. When a scourge brings sudden death, he mocks the despairs of the innocent. When a land falls into the hands of the wicked, he blindfolds its judges. He blindfolds his judges. If it is not he, then who is it? My days are swifter than a runner. They fly away without a glimpse of joy. They skim past like boats of papyrus, like eagles, swooping down on their prey. If I say, I will forget my complaint, and I will change my expression, and smile, I still dread all my sufferings. And I know you will not hold me innocent. Since I am already found guilty, why should I struggle in vain? Even if I wash myself with soap and my hands with the cleansing power, you would plunge me into the slime pits so that even my clothes would detest me. He's not a mere mortal like me, that I might answer to him, that we might confront each other in court. If only there were someone to mediate between us. Someone to bring us together. Someone to remove God's rod from me, so that his terror would frighten me no more. And I would speak up without fear of him. But as it now stands with me, I cannot. Okay. Chosen, 8 o'clock. You can see there. I'm talking to Yoshi, the guy that looks like Jesus, but isn't Jesus. See you soon. Go watch the thing. You should. It's such a large audience space. Okay, all right. See you there. Go watch it. Everybody that's watching this. Wow. Go watch it. Could you? What is this? What is this? You sent me the wrong one. What is this? What? It's not a V-neck. It's not what I ordered. Not a V-neck. How could you? I ordered a V-neck. This hurts. This hurts. Not a single V in this neck. Not a single V-neck. Okay. I ordered a V-neck. All right. Could you? How could you? This hurts. This hurts. Oh, after all of this. After all of this, Dallas Jenkins, you send the opposite, what is completely not a V-neck. All right, how do I exit out of this? I don't want to. Okay, how do I get out of here? All right, good night.